This video has been sponsored by MES. Hello guys, this is William here, and in today's video I'm gonna teach you how to rapidly sketch a car in simple and easy steps.
Guys, don't think I'm deviating from my channel. I'm just doing this because the secretary of MES approached me to make such a video, and that's why I uploaded it. So, first up, we start with creating circles. Yes, 3 circles, no, 3.5 circles. The first circle is for the wheel, and the next 2.5 circles are for the wheelbase. Once you're done with that, start with the hood. Get a basic idea of the hood. Once you're done with that, start and sketch the headlights and the front grille if it is visible. You have to imagine that in your mind and be creative. This can change the look of the car to a large extent. Now, create the fenders. It normally looks cool if the fenders are a bit above the rest of the hood. That gives it a more sporty look. Now we move to the windshield. Design the windshield and the type of car you want. Decide it's the slant and the design of the windshield. With the windshield, extend the curve, move to the back of the car, design the tail lights and the rear wheel. The thing I have at the top of the car, something projecting out, it's the rear air intakes, or no, sorry, that's the roof air intake for the cars which have their engine at the back. That's for that. So once you're up with the basic design of the car, start filling in the details. First I filled in the tires, and now I'm creating the window. Window is also pretty simple and can be done in many ways. Then we move on to the door frame. The door frame is also a very important part. The thing which I'm doing now, the shading, it's just for giving this car a more sporty look and nothing else. Now, light shading the windows and the windshield to make them stand out, and then creating the rear view mirror. Once you're done with that, let's move on back to the wheels. The wheels in the side view should be circular. You can use a compass or any other thing if you want to make them look circular. I'm just doing it roughly. I'm happy with the results. Now I'm gonna skip this part since I messed up a bit. My hand came in front of my drawing, so you won't be able to see what I was doing. Now the thing I was doing was creating the rims. The rims are easy to make in the way I do, and can be pretty difficult if you want to go advanced. So the way I will suggest you to do it in the beginning will be to create pie-like pieces, and then first create a middle point, and from that create pie-like pieces that come around the middle point, and you'll have a star-like rim. The number of pies decide the number of spikes you have in your rim, and that's pretty much it. Now shade the insides and the outsides of the pie, because we're gonna give it a look like it is having a disc brake. So once you have made the disc brake, just put a little bit of dots that are for the cooling purposes, and then shade them a little bit. Now I skip the shading. For the front wheel, I'm doing exactly the same thing for the rear wheel. Now in this, I'll approach the rims a bit differently. I will not have the dot which I created in the middle and the front wheel. I will make that dot bit towards the center of the car. That'll make it look more realistic. And remember, if you're doing this kind of thing, the rear wheel dot will be towards the left in this case, and so the front wheel dot will be towards the right. That's the basic. I demonstrated both of these things. You have to choose any one for your car. Now, the bigger pies will have the bigger, darker areas on the outside. That's because more of the disc won't be visible if you see it from that perspective. An easy way to learn drawing the car is observing the side view of a car and then trying to recreate it. It's not that difficult. Once I'm done with that, I'm creating the shadows. That's why I didn't get too much I didn't need too much accuracy on my wheels, since the shadows will cover it, and shadows also make your car look a lot better. You'll know once we're done with that what I'm talking about. Now I'm creating the spoiler, the rear spoiler. This is the stock spoiler with a single pillar, and I'll show you how to create the racing spoiler in just a little bit. Now we're creating the 3-point view of the car. So for that, we're creating a cuboid structure, a 3D cuboid structure with the things which are nearer to your eye a bit larger than the ones that are farther away. And then we'll start with the wheels on the rims, the fenders, and from the fenders we'll move on to the bonnet. This can be pretty tough because it's difficult to know where your bonnet will end and your lights will start. So you have to figure that out, and only practice can make you perfect in that. I still have problems sometimes with this part. Now I created the grill, which was really flashy, so I'll have to recreate it here, and I'm doing just that. On top of it is the headlight, for which I'm gonna make bulbs. They're just small circles. On the other side too, the thing will be visible just a little bit, but the parts which look 2D here will have to look 3D there. You see what I'm talking about? It has to project out a little bit. Now we will make the front air intake. Here also you can get really creative. I'm just creating a basic air intake. And remember, everywhere the part nearer to you will be bigger than when it goes farther away from you. Now we have moved on to the windshield. And now the roof. These are the roof air intakes which we created there. They look a bit like this in real life. It can be single air intake also. I'm creating double because I like Bugatti. Now this is the rear of the car. You don't need to worry much about that. Just make lines congruent to that of the roof end, and you will be nearly done with that. Now we'll sketch the wheels. The wheels have to be elliptical, and the view from which you're making the wheels also decide how broad or narrow they'll look. Now we're creating the rims. The rims from the side are really simple. First create a half a circle and then the lines from there, and just fill in and you will have the rims. That's pretty easy. Now I'm doing a bit of shading, and if you want to make your shading look real, take lines from your window on one side and make the window kind of structure on the other side, and then shading. Shade less inside the window and more on the outside, so as to make it look that light is coming in from there. Remember, the part which is more more shiny will be lighter, so the part that's projecting will be lighter, and that's what I did for that. Now I forgot to make the door frame. The front and this side intake, it doesn't have any work, but just makes your car look good, so that's why I did that. You can also include it in your drawings to make them look more flashy. You see how I have curved the doors? This helps me to make it look more 3D. Now just a little thing, the racing stripes can sometimes make your car look better. They're really simple. Just make the racing stripe mirror to your border and you're done with it. It's really simple. We forgot one thing, and that's the spoiler. Now you'll see what kind of spoiler I have in mind. This is the normal stock spoiler with single pillars, and these are smaller. Now in the next example I'll show you how to make racing spoilers. You see, we're pretty much done with this sketch. Here I have created racing spoiler. It's broader, and the pillar, this is the single pillar, this is not the two sides. You see, both the pillars are really broad. Now one thing I wanted to show you was this here, the front air intake or the hood air intake. This can also give your car a really nice look. This is one type of intake. Another type of an intake can be shown. First, see the wheels. Here also I've done the same thing which I told you earlier. This is also another type of hood air intake, and the racing stripes make it look more 3D. Alright, so that's pretty much it. In the next video I'll teach you how to modify a car from the shitty thing to this good looking thing. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe. With this, it's me, William, signing off. See you in the next one. Until then, goodbye.
I show me every